Hello everyone, Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Oahu. It is January 3rd, 2015. Nice Saturday afternoon, 5:20, 70 degrees, a little bit breezy today, but I want to ask you something about the sales process. Is it possible to not spend enough time in a sales call? Is it possible to not spend enough time in a sales call? So what's your answer, okay? What's your answer? Pick a side, yes, no, yes, no. Now here's what I'm gonna say is every product, every service, every widget, every gizmo has a perfect amount of time for each individual salesperson to make that sell. And depending upon the person, their personality, their sales process, how they talk to people, how they interact, it could be this big, it could be this big, it could be this big. But here's the challenge. For you as a salesperson, you need to figure out your sweet spot. So I remember that when I was doing full-time sales, that my sweet spot for a lot of services were right at about 2 hours, and anything past that would create cancellations or complaints. Now the reason why you need to know this is there's a point where you hit a sales call and you're gonna hit a wall. And you have to know that you have like a go, no-go zone time. And I'm not saying to give up on the call, but I'm saying be aware of the challenges that if you're going through the process and you need this much time and you're taking too much and you're calling the person too much, it could be a challenge. But the same thing happens if you go into the call and you don't spend enough time, that person is gonna build regret. And what it's gonna be is that they made too quick of a decision. So the opposite of spending too much time in the process and then coming up and building regret, but the same thing happens when you don't spend enough time in the call. And the reason that's a challenge is it hurts your process and you're on that call anyway. So it doesn't make sense to shortcut the process, to create yourself challenges, and then to end up losing the sale, because that just, I don't know, for lack of better terms, it sucks, okay? So be aware that your sales process, you have a sweet spot for just enough, you have a sweet spot for too much, and it creates regret either direction. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there's a subscribe button. Subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Scott Sylvan Bell. Only Scott Bell with a Sylvan in the middle. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.